to the 26th, sorry, not the 26th, the 19th of January 2026. It's a Monday. Hope you all had a great weekend. Good morning and welcome. This is the ThetaWaveTrader. Morning to the Breakfast Club and all you folks. I hope you're all having a great day at the start of your day or the end of the day, wherever you're joining us from around the world. I wish you a great and safe and happy kind of a trading day today. So let's have a little peek at where we're at. And if we start from the daily here and have a little look at what we got on the NASDAQ. We've got this bit large range that we've been in since, late November to the beginning of December here. Or actually, the whole of November there, or late November. We have been in this large range. Where I'm looking for is, you'll see there's a little tiny imbalance up there all the way down to, well, you'd have to take the whole thing, but I'm going to kind of break it up into little pieces here. Like there. Yeah, it didn't work out. Did it too? There. Now we'll just take this one right out of here. So this whole suspension block here, lots of gaps and stuff in it, like a really fast moving paintbrush, right? And then we have the downside, or the discount box is down here. This is your premium level and your discount level. Pull the range, the fib from the high to low. And that's all in the premium. Okay. Then if we take, so we got this big range that we're in. We've traded back up inside that. So we're at to 62%. So if we pull our fib to from low to high again, and just look at where we hit. Right at that 70 to 75% often trade entry reversal. Inside that range, you're inside the premium box. We reversed and we started heading back down. First bull candle on a swing. We traded back inside it. Now we've got this small range here. We traded all the way back up to a little imbalance you'll see right in here. Hit that, roll over, and then we come back into this first candle on the swing. We have a swing, look at the first bull candle. And there's a small little imbalance down here as well. See that right there? Ran all the way back into that. This bull candle. Smaller range. Extend that range. We're back up into the premium portion of this, which is our breaker here. Takes out some small little swing points. And then we've got this big reversal that's occurred inside this range now, and we've popped through. And what I'm looking for here is if we can get through this on the daily, if we take out this low on a close today, and then tomorrow we trade back into this, and then Wednesday, Thursday we'll continue running lower. If we close below this today, if we don't, you'll see how where this whole area is starting to compress. It's getting smaller and smaller. And then we're expecting a breakout above these old highs here, or a breaking of this little trend line that's been occurring here. We've been talking about this trend line break. So that's the consequent encroachment I have laid out right here for my downside objective for this trend line break And we've just started to get in the trend line break today, or yesterday when we opened up with the new week opening gap. We've gapped down through this trend line, and now I want to see this trend line get busted all the way into this mean threshold here and potentially take that out, because we have this imbalance down here yet to be hit. But typically you'll see about 50%. So I'm expecting my next objective would be this consequent encroachment right here. I don't know why that's down there now. It should be right here. So that'd be my downside target. I don't want to see if it gets hit. If it gets hit and then we get a reaction off of that, I'm going to see how we act inside this gap. We just come back up, tap it, and roll over. You'll be looking for the hourly kind of chart there for a reversal, 4-hour reversal. So as we go down here, we'll start to look at key levels. We'd like to see that come back into, roll over, and continue to go lower. So that's the go, no go line for me. If we can close below that, then I'm looking for a rejection block, and then this imbalance down below is here. All right, so go to the 4-hour. Keep in mind, we've got lots of liquidity up here still. There's a ton of it. Right? Retail thinks that's the ceiling, right? That we were aiming for the trend line. Now this trend line's been broken. I like a retest here. This whole 4-hour one is right here. That will be 4 hours. If we come back today into this, looking for any sign of this to go lower, or just bounce off of this new week opening gap and use that as support to go lower. See how the 4 hours closing right on here? You want to see a body get below here. Yeah, I want to see a body get below there. We haven't got a body there yet, so we could be just coming back into this range to roll over. Make a run on that tomorrow. We'll see how this acts here. This 4-hour stops in the next 53, 55 minutes. And leaves us a small gap here. We have swept the low there with a wick. I want to see if we can get back through this level. If this stays open here, and then the next 4 hours takes us through it. Today is just going to be a run back into this open. That's what I'd be expecting there. On the 1 hour, that'll be your confirmation right here on a 1 hour. It's actually not an inversion right now. It's just a fair value gap. So far we've just come back up and filled it, but we're not quickly withdrawing away from that. Like if it had intent to leave, I'd expect to see this candle just continue to march down. It's not. It's kind of hanging out inside this SIBI right now. So wait for the bull trap to break and then look for a run higher. And $428. Yeah, I'm looking at that bull trap there. Inside this small hourly range, you're already well into the premium portion. That's a fill, so you want to see that stop, roll over, and start going lower if you're looking for this to go lower. If you don't want it to go lower and you want to go higher, back into that gap, I want to see this bull trap break to the upside on the hourly and the 15-minute. See how we've had this premium inside this range right here? This little Bissy. It's been poked through 3 times now, an attempt to get up there. All I got up here is 2 old ranges ago. So that would have to break this to the upside, keep going higher on a 15-minute. Otherwise, this has already dropped below here. We've traded back into it. The wicks are supporting it, so it's still slightly bearish on a 15-minute chart. We want the day to close below. Remember, we wanted that day to close below 266. It's got to close below here on the day. We'll see what 930 brings, but 5-minute chart inside this range. What do we got? There's no premium there. We're back to here. That will include the 15-minute as well. That's the upside box I see there. And again, we take out the bull trap, come back, tag this, and then start pushing higher. Or that's my boxes. I don't even have my I don't even have my YouTube up here yet. Stand by. There we go. Good morning, Hadid. How you doing? Reza, good morning. Wolfie, some new guy. Welcome, welcome. On the 90-minute, I'm putting my fib at 25,750 to 25,250, looking for rejection at 61% of the fib for shorts. On a 90-minute chart. And that puts you at what? 25,750. Oh, you want a rejection at 25,750 to there. Okay. You're way up there. Okay. We'll see how we get there. Got to get through these extensions for us to get back up that far. Lots of arrays before that level there, Wolf. I'm doing well, thanks, Hadi. Thanks for asking. Good. I hope you had a good weekend. I did. I haven't. My weekends are great. Every weekend's great. Have a great time. Just trying to relax and enjoy life now. I see way too many reminders out there that life is, we're got a limited time on this planet. You gotta love your family, love your friends, love the people that love you, be kind to people, and live in a life of gratitude, man. And more gratitude, more things to be grateful for just seem to pop up in your life. As you just got to focus on that. I know it sounds terrible, but I've been through some rough times. I've been to many rough times in people's lives over the years. And one thing my career showed me is life is very short. At the blink of an eye, things can change in a very dramatic way. So love the people you're with, man. Be kind to people. There's just way too much anger and violence and greed and going on in the world now. Everybody's trying to chase money. And yeah, that's what we're here to do. But I hope it, whatever it is that you think money will get you, it probably won't in the end. You think you get all that money. Really, it's family, love, people. It's true. Maybe it's a little corny. Maybe I'm a little getting old and soft in my years, but you gotta love the people you're with. Anyway, let's get back to this. You guys don't want to hear me sapping on. I've been watching that Landman. Have you guys seen that Landman? Man, is that ever hitting some buttons for me. I love that show. The humor and what Sam Elliott's character is going through. Being older, and then that relationship between son and father. Wow. It's very powerful. I don't know if any of you guys have seen that yet, but it's a great show. That Tyler Sheridan, man, that guy can write. He can write some real tearjerkers, let me tell you. You're in a short for NQ, Hadi? Yeah, it's got to bust this out of here. Otherwise, I'm in this consolidation. You're nibbling some cash out of here, I would imagine. We got to bust through here. Use this as support. Look for resistance. Or sorry, look for support inside this level once we break through it. And then I'd say go a little lower. But I don't know what time frame you're on. So I hope it's working for you, buddy. I hope you're going to snatch yourself some cash today. Cash. Right now, this small little range that we're in right here on a 5-minute, that's the downside. That's the upside. You've already hit the upside and the downside. It's like cha-ching, and now you're like stuck in this small little box. So your stop loss must be tight like a little tiger. Where else are we going here? So anyway, that's where I'm at from top to bottom right now. Kind of what I want. Nothing super clean just coming up just yet, but I'll put that back to 15 minutes. We'll close that up there. That'll give us our 15-minute box and our 5-minute boxes. This is a nice little 1 minute from here, targeting your premium box. You're through that. We've got a body broken above the high. It came back through the mean threshold. So look for a retest of the lower SIBI. It went right through the lower SIBI, and you go, okay, if I can come back in and retest that, comes back, retests it, sends it back lower. So this little box down here on a 1 minute, you're literally going from here to here. That whole premium box there to here. You've come back through it. There's a short. If you're going on a 1 minute short for Hadi, or there, targeting this first box, second box down here. If you're on a 1 minute chart, Hadi, I see where you're going. Good for you. You're out already. You've hit this discount box-to-box trade. Have a nice day. Move to the sidelines. Take your coffee money out of the market. It's a sniper's emporium here today. It's very slow, yeah. We might get some kick out of here in at the opening. ES. ES isn't really giving us much here yet, is it? ES is skipped below 68.97 on a close. In other words, we got to break this little structure here, and then you've got all this to break through. So I like to see that little displacement candle come back and use this as support. It's going to get through here for this to go lower. Wolf, are you still here? $25.7. You're way up there. 25.7. Yes, sir. Okay, so Wolf, you're looking for 25.750. Looking for a rejection. Okay, so you're looking to come up. That's just where your fib tools pulled from. 25.750. What time frame are you on there? 25.750. So you must be right at the top of the opening. 25.750. So you're up here. You're right here. So you're pulling your fib from up here. And you're pulling it down to 720, 725 down here. And you just want a 65% or 62% retracement, right? Got it. Where did that go? Did I just delete that? Oh no. That was a yes. I was like, I thought I swore I just drew that in there. So I'm just waiting for this to close below here now. Or around there. Gotcha. You're on a 90-minute chart. What made you choose a 90-minute chart? I know people had this idea that this market's always moved in 90-minute cycles. I know there was a niche of people that really bought into the idea that there was a 90-minute cycle out there. What's your rationale for that? And that's not a judgment by any stretch. I'm just intrigued by your choice of a 90-minute chart versus 60, the traditional levels. I like people who can think out of a box. I see the best 62% rejections on the 90. Okay, sounds good. It's usually the lines portion of the day. Very cool. It's a short right there. It's a short off of here. And if I trade back through this candle and take this one out, then I'm on the wrong side of this. Actually, there is a suspension block here. You have to be above the bull trap. I like that bull trap sitting right there. If it clears this, I'll close out of that just because I'm not going to take a $900 loss just for targeting an $800 trade. So that little trap right there, and that, we'll see if we close below it. Other than this month, consolidation galore, yeah. This has to hold for me to go a range extension now. And we just got to extend below that low. Oh, we've got the range extension. That's already tapped one tick below that low. Now I want to see a continuation. So in other words, I want to see them targeting this rejection block and that low there. So now that we've hit the top of that, I don't want to see that go any higher than there now. We're coming right up for 7:30. If that thing doesn't move in the next couple of minutes, 7:30 may send it straight down, or it could just snap up into this premium level. I don't want it to see it do that. So if that's not running for my level in the next couple of minutes, I'll take that off and wait for the open. So if you look at the hourly chart, look at the hourly chart here, and you'll see the same things just happened on the hourly. We've traded through it. We've traded back into that hourly inversion fair value gap, like right to the tip, right there. And we've rolled over, and now we want to see this range extension here now. I want to see this extend through here. The rejection blocks, what I have is going to pay myself there. And I want to see that push all the way through now. And we're getting really close to the open, so I'm just covering the trade. It's got to run. No more waffling. I'll wait. Morning, Russell. Got 4 more minutes now. I was hoping that was going to be the big push, but that's the range extension there. That was the continuation you got there for range extension, and now we're back inside that inversion again. So the hourly, if the hourly pushes back through here, then I'd be looking for this to I'll be looking for this. You got to wait for this. If you want to go bullish, you got to get above here. Retest, this would be like the ultimate long. Oops. The ultimate long right there is if we close above this, and then the next hour we come back into this around 10 o'clock or so, and then push higher. Otherwise, this is still bearish. Overall bearish. Yeah, that's so far bearish. It looks bearish overall. Well, we'll see what happens at the... This would be nice to see this go open and start pushing higher. Clear out these highs. Give people the impression that we want to go higher. And then slam it back down after the first 15, 20 minutes or so. I'd love to see him get down to those 2400s or 24,000 now. Break that 25,000 barrier and start getting into the 24.8s, 24. Yeah, 24.8, all the way into that 24.6 level. There's the retest. It's too close to open for me, but this could just go rocketing down to where we want it to go right now. Where's my rejection block? It was sitting right there at 6, right inside that little box there. Good morning, Paulette. How are you doing? 237. What's 237 a D? 237. What target are you looking for at 237? I don't see what target you're looking for at 237. Let's see what happens here. See how we still haven't broke through here yet? So ES is kind of holding us back a bit. Let's just wait and see. 2 more minutes. That's the first opening gap. Look at that. Huge sucker. That's massive. So what I want to see now is us close back above here and use these little order blocks as support, targeting this, and then potentially a bigger run back into that regular trading hour gap. Now, the problem with this regular trading hour gap is that the border is really solid. Regular trading hour border. Let's turn the border into a slight gray. There we go. That way I can see the wick. We're still using this as support. So far, so good. Let her rip, man. Let her rip. Not an aggressive kind of opening, is it? Let's sit on our hands for 15 minutes and see what happens. What's your 237, Hadi? I can't know what it is you're looking at down there at 237. Ah, are you looking at the daily one? What are you looking at there? I see 227 to 2. I see 227 to 287. I don't see what you're looking at 237 though. Daily volume imbalance. Yeah, I see a 227 to 287 volume imbalance down there on the daily. Unless you're looking at a 4-hour, stand by. 263 and 175 on a 4-hour. There's 246. I don't see this 237 to speak of. That's a nice little, see the difference between the open and being afraid of the open, and it just works right off there for continuation. So we had a small continuation, come back, retested it. We didn't want to see it break through it. Had a really lackluster opening, finally ran. Now it's running down to our, that would have paid my 800 right there. But you got to be cautious, especially at those openings. They can rip around. Good morning, Derek. How you doing today? You're cold. What's the temp down there? 20 degrees Fahrenheit this morning. Ouch. How are your bees doing? They keeping warm in that temp down there? Did you see that Russia had 5 meters? That's 25 feet for my American friends. 25 feet of snow. That's the most snow they've ever had in 145 years. 25 feet. You see, you can see like cities buried. People were turning their buildings into ski runs. They would jump off the building and slide down the snow. It was that high. It was insanity. So I'm short right here. Back a retest off that daily. And my stop loss is already at break even plus the cost of the trade. So I'm just going to let that ride now. I'm looking for that. Your 237's coming up here, Hadi. I'm looking for 175 and that 136. Global warming. Yeah. Well, what's warm in some places is going to change the whole temperature in others, and those poor Russians are getting nailed. Now see a retest of this, and I want to see it just start pulling right away from there. That was really close to hitting my stop loss. I'm sitting right at that mean threshold of that candle. You give it the first two. I don't give it the third one, so I just want to be just at or just slightly above that mean threshold. If that comes through that, then it's coming back into here. And it just got me there. I don't like all three of them getting hit, so I'll wait. Bees are alive, sure, they are warm, but I see heat coming from the boxes, so they're alive at least. That's good. Yeah, I think you're still good to go. I think we're still good to go here, short. These lows have all been taken here on a 5-minute. Nasdaq's been, this low has been taken of the day. Watch this order block here and this 6 a.m. candle. Oh, it wasn't a new day opening gap. It was the 6 a.m. candle. Abs' 6 a.m. candle. So if we take out this on the 6 a.m. candle and use this as support, we're looking for the bull trap trade back inside this range, 50, 62%. And if you take out the bull trap, I'm targeting up here. This hourly looks like it's ready to rip. This is a nice little reversal on an hourly. So if that's where you're looking for, as this traded back up into here, you look for the first opportunity to catch a short. So go down to the lower time frames and look for your short opportunity. It's right here. There's the BISI forms. We traded below it, back into the BISI. You're short there. And as soon as you hit that target there, you pay yourself, move to break even. If you have a stress-free trade, let it run for the rest of your higher time frame objectives. The fact we keep revisiting this candle. Fine, I have no sweep here yet, so this is the dominant candle for me. At 215. New week opening gap. There's a new week opening gap at 215 to 202. Thanks, Paulette. I still like 174 as my downside. I'm back in a short off this low. Where did the low come in at? 257. 257, I think it is. Yeah, this low here. I'm off that low for a short. This is just too much chop for me. I'm going to leave it though. I'm going to leave it above the 6 a.m. candle. And 75. Now I'm in a risk-free trade. I'll just let it go now. It'll pay for itself. If it just keeps chopping around in here and gives me these weird wicks and stuff, then I want it to act like, let's go now. Stop pissing around here. Let's go. So I'm aiming for 175. That's my target down here. That's the downside objective there. If we take that out, I want to see 221 hold. So once we can get down into here, this whole box in here, there's a box between, this is the box I'm looking for. That's the one I'm looking for. Once we get through here, if we hit this, I'd like to see this box be used as support. Keep pushing lower. Your 237 is real close there, Hadi. And 237.5. Oh, yeah, 236 point. You've hit it. Yeah, bingo. Good for you, Hadi. I am now moving my stop loss into some profit here. Now it's a risk-free trade with coffee money. Now I'd love to see this just rip out of here. Like blast right through my section. Just like give me some full-on smash here. See how kind of sensitivity you get at your 237 here, Hadi, if that's your... I still don't see this imbalance you're talking about, other than the... we're in a daily one way over there, but that comes down to 230 to 283. So that puts you right in here at 230 to 283, which is way up there. There's a big daily imbalance over there, but I still don't see the one you're finding here. There's a, no, I don't even see that one either. You got the younger eyes, Hadi. You can see the cleaner stuff. Maybe I'm missing it. Oh, there's one on Top Step, not on TradingView. Okay, there's that would explain why I didn't see it. Wait for this to break to the upside. This is the bull trap. Overlapping bull trap with another one sitting right here. Yeah, good for you, Chris. On 40 accounts, I'm sure you just did another 5-digit day. Good for you, man. No, just remember we could be just coming back into this level here, roll over and go lower. So look for support here inside that range. Keep your take profit model tight. That's a buy. I'm just going to be down below the mean threshold. Don't want to see that mean threshold get taken now that we've retested it. I want to see that go higher now. Takes out that high. Either pay yourself or move to break even. I'm going to be just sitting below this one now. If we can close below above here, I'll be sitting just below here. Yeah, we're closed above it now. Sit below there. Just see that start picking up some speed now. So you got a nice turn here, D, right at your level. That's a nice little setup for a reversal right here. Take out the order block, come back, tag it right there, look for a long. Get yourself to break even. I just want to see it tag that thing right there on the 6 a.m. candle right here and leave. Right there is fine. Just start going higher. That's good. Now I don't want to see it get lower than that. So now we're at a stress-free trade. Zero stress. Let it rock. Let it rock now. Looking for this now inside this range here. If you're using your take profit model, one, you'd be sitting right here. Your stop loss will be sitting here like that at 62% right now. You'd be paying yourself at 70, like this. So I'm going to sit at 50 because I want to trade this as a take profit model 3. We've already tagged this, so I don't want to see it come back through here. Otherwise, you know, there's 78%, so you'd be sitting at 75. You'd be pay yourself. It would have come back and taken you out. You'd be out of that trade. So it'd be nice to see this break through this bull trap here to the upside, and then you've got to, I'd be looking for a nice big run to here, and then back inside that regular trading hour gap. If we can get through this level, then continue pushing higher. And this would be the swing of the day, the 9-10 turn. So you want to try and give it some legs to grow now. Let it go, let it go. Let's get up here now. Eat through this sucker, and that'll give us a little bit of padding now. You can start tucking up behind your breaker once you get above it, and use the breaker as support, targeting that above us there. Taking out that high, my stop loss will now move to the bottom of this guy. I want to see that hold price now because there's a small swing here. This is my logic. There's a small swing here, so that'll be a little structure shift to come back into this range here. So I want to see this breaker now hold, break through. That's the bull trap we want to see let go to the upside. And not just poke up above it. Let's get a body above here. Looking to target up here for box-to-box trades. I'll be looking right there. And then you watch the consequent encroachment of that. You're heading out. There we go. Now I want to sit right there. Be right back. All right, let's see where we're at. There's our almost hitting our objective. Now I want to see this guy hold, and I want to see that break get through, and we're just shy of tagging our premium box. Yes, Adi, you had a great call, man. 237. It's right on trading. Whatever your one is on Top Step, you nailed it, man. Good for you. Look at it. Look at it, you guys. I called it. I called it. Yes, you did, Adi. You nailed it, buddy. Good for you, buddy. So now I want to be right up underneath here. So I'm doing a take profit model 3. So I'm looking for any opportunity to see these little imbalances get broken to the downside on a close. And then I'm closing my trade off. You're welcome, Hadi, man. I'm so glad for you. I love the fact that you're so keen and so precise with your trades. It's working for you. Your box to box are working great. You're doing exactly what you're supposed to do, man, and it's paying off for you. So happy for you. Good morning, Maurice. Good morning. Yeah, Hadid, that was an awesome call, buddy. Well done. You couldn't have asked for a nicer. What did you call it? 237.75 or 237.50 or something like that. You're like half of a tick away. There you go. Now you can pay yourself one here. Now I'm gonna watch. You could pay yourself one there, but I'm gonna keep moving my stop loss. I'm gonna keep doing this. No, you gotta pay yourself one. Do the rules. Sell one there. Because if we could get a reversal here, and this is where you start kicking your ass if you're on the wrong side of this. I want to be below this guy here, and I want to see if this break. Now what I'll do is I'll add that one back on. If I break this, I'll look for range extension model. So whatever I took off there, if it starts to come back through me, I'll be glad that I took my chunk out when I did there. So this is the sensitive area. Watch really careful right here. Watch where the bodies end inside that level. Look at that reversal pattern on the 1 minute and 15-second. Now my eyes on the hourly chart. Yeah, if we get back above these equal highs here and then use this hourly chart as support, targeting the mean threshold, rejection block, and then equal highs above you, that's the ideally where you want to keep going with that. Watch right here. See how, watch it just tapping it. That's the sensitive area for me. So stop loss is going to sit right here now, because that's not a swing, but that's an order block I want to see providing support. So it's like a what does Michael call those things? Propulsion candle. I want to see it propel off of that and keep going higher. The fact that it's leaving it open is beautiful. If I come back down and do an institutional order flow entry drill, great. If not, if it runs through it, I'm okay with that. And this whole box is a load on and go if we could trade above this on a close. And I haven't taken anything off of my live trade, so I'm full long right there. Don't chase it. Yeah, no. This is where you just wait for the next trade model to occur. Now we're above that level. That's a great sign for me. I want to see us just pop up above here now with a close. And then look for a retest of this candle right here. But we want to see a body get up there. Just targeting these equal highs here on the hourly. Looks good. But I want to see, in order for that to happen, I want to see this continuation or extension model to occur. But you got to break above there, not just tap it like this. I want to see that run up, come down, and then use this box here as support to go higher. Yes, Chris, that is exactly it. 9:45. And for you Tibbs people, it's a 45 candle. There, now see how we've traded above it, trading back into it. I'm going to load one more on as soon as we come back and tag that candle right there. I'll add one more on. Now if we trade back through there, I'll close the trade. Uh, 379.75. You must be looking for something I'm not looking for. 379.75. Man, I tried. I'm tired of missing all this shit. Russell, relax, man. You'll get it. It'll come. You just got to trust it. Right now, you're just feeling like, it's leaving without me. Everybody else is on it. I might as well beat myself up. Get out of that headspace, man. Get out of that headspace. You got to support your little brain, because you're not going to, all you're doing is reinforcing some real negative shit. Like, you're forcing your brain now to believe that you should chase price. Now, if this turns, you're going to be glad that you didn't get into it and chase it. You can find a new opportunity to get long again. So don't beat yourself up, man. You're really adding some bad neurological connections in your brain. That's it. I don't want to see it get any lower than that now. I'm going to force that right there. I don't even want to see that. That's immediate rebalance. That's all back inside that box now. It's done. If it comes lower, I'm out. I'm out. So what I'll do now is I'll wait for this to close back through here and see getting another price leg higher. So now that we've traded through immediate rebalance and we're starting to trade through the market, or the take profit model 3, if you use this immediate rebalance, that trade through right there is your close it off. I wanted to give it a little bit more room inside this box, and the fact that we keep wicking through it, not a good sign for me. So I'm on the sidelines now. I've closed off all my trades and now I'm waiting. So it's a nice little run. Times that by 40 accounts, Chris. That was like a $2,000 run. That would have been a nice little smasher. So now there's a retest. I want to see that route start to go lower now. We've got a change in direction. And I want to see a body close below here. And it hasn't just yet. We do have an immediate rebalance candle for me right there. And I want to see if this keeps coming lower now. 6 years. You're still young. We're all still young in this, Russell. You're only just starting to get it now. Once you see it, all that stress that you're feeling and that need to chase it just melts away, man. this is the learning part of it now. It's not missing the trade. It's the feeling that you're having right now, and you're beating yourself up and getting pissed off and all that. That's the thing that you've got to battle with next. You're already at the highest level of trade learning, and that's now you're at the level of figuring yourself out, not your trades. You'll see the trades, but this is the hardest part. Right now, you've just hit the wall. You get to find out what kind of person you're like. It brings out all the things. It pulls out your dreams, your hopes, your fears, and pulls them to the surface, and now says, deal with these. Now that you've got good at you recognizing trading, now deal with this lot. And that's the emotional fear. It's the anger. It's the frustration. It's all about your personality now. All the things that you grow up with, all the shit comes to the surface now that you understand how to trade. Now you got to get past yourself, get out of your way. And it's sometimes it can take years. It'll take you another 6 years. So until you can get that under control, Russell, it's going to eat you alive, man. It'll eat you alive. And you either cater to it or you get on top of it. There's no two ways around that. Sorry to say, I'm not here to try to Debbie Downer you, but you are at the perfect level now to take your trading to a whole new level. And what you're feeling right now, you may hate what I'm saying, but trust me, this is going to be your biggest downfall if you don't start getting control of your emotions when it comes to trading. It will kill you. You just talk to Michael, you'll see he's put his fist through so many monitors. He's had to get windows replaced in his house because he's thrown his monitors through them. At one point, he gave us like 3 windows and 6 monitors he'd smashed in his career. Look at that retest, see? Now I want to see if it pops back through here, and then I'm looking at this as being another leg higher. But I'll just wait for the opportunity to go long. Mental is truly the hardest because it really pulls out some of the demons in you for sure. You keep sticking with it, Russell, man. We're 100% behind you. No one's criticizing you, man. Just you're at the perfect level to take your trading to the next level. You really are. Celebrate this, because understanding the markets is one thing, and then understanding yourself, once you got that under control, the market, you can tame the markets. Then you tame the markets. I'm on ES right now, silver bullet on the 3-minute, where I entered to the next high to the left. You're doing a long one on ES. Oh, be careful, Derek. You're already up in the premium here and you haven't broken through it yet. This could be retesting back into here. Just think, you have not had this first presentation fair value gap retested. You haven't had this fair value gap. You haven't had this order block retested. And you've hit the premium level on your internal range liquidity. So if this can roll over here now, Derek, just be careful. You've got to close above this to start running higher, and you got another one sitting right over the top of it. So you're not even in the top of this one yet. So if you are running higher, that's just my advice, man, whatever it is. But be careful, because this can return on you back into this order block down here, and that'll really squeeze you. Unless your stop loss is sitting here and you're okay for a continuation long, then ignore what I'm saying. I'm just saying right now you might see a little reversal inside this range here back into these 2 areas that were untouched. If I don't break out this year, I may be done with trading. That's a fair assumption, man. If you're live trading this as well with that, this is that whole thing about, do you have the patience to put that on the sidelines and trade demo until you get it, until you get your emotions under control? Treat the demo account like it's a live account. But people don't. They see other people winning. You see people like Hadid just nailing this, and you just go, I want that, I want that. And that ends up driving your need to put your own money in because somebody else makes it look easy. You put your money in there and then you lose it because they've overcome their emotional side and you haven't, and you can't understand why you're not winning when they are, because they're at that, they've moved their trading to that next level. They've got to get their emotions under control. He waits for that. And he called it down here. You heard him say, here's an A+ setup for him, right? If you go back through the text there, he said, I've got my A+ setup. He saw it, he hit it, and he took it. We took our setup right here. So it's about recognizing your that gut wrenching, I need to be successful like these other guys. You got to overcome the one thing, the place you're at right now. That's the wall. You've got to smack away on that wall, and you got to breathe into it and get through it. Because it has nothing to do with trading right now. It has everything to do with your emotion. And that is the hardest part. That is the ones that will make or break the difference between someone like Chris, who he controls his emotion. He's already up 40 accounts. That should inspire you to say discipline and mental control are key. And you can build a 40 account trade model. He trades 40 accounts. That's incredible. But that's discipline. Can't be a lawyer without discipline, I suppose. Anyway, I'm not going to keep harping on your hustle. We're behind you, man, and I really, really, really hope this is the year for you to get control of it. Get control of it by the end of this month. Breathe into it and just wait, man. Wait. And if you feel that gut churning, think again before you make that trade. We care about you, man. Don't give up. Yeah, you have to grasp that mentorship. Nothing doing this stress for years to come. I got a couple of minutes ago. Yeah, it's hard and easy to get envious of others. It's really easy to get envious of others, but it's not about other people. It's not about what other people think of you. That's all crap. That's all just noise, man. It's all noise. So you see how this is, we've traded back through here. We wanted to go long. So we gave this the opportunity. Then we say, we're on the wrong side of this if we break through the downside. We did. We broke it through the downside. We retested it a couple of times. And now what are we doing? We're going shorter. So that's how you get back on. So that whatever additional trade I put on there again to go long, I lost it overall there. The profits I made on the way up offset whatever loss I just took there. Move to the sidelines because you're on the wrong side, or get back in short. And this is what I was afraid of for you, Derek. You see how we're getting a retest of this down here now? You've hit the premium box inside this range, but you did not break it. You must trade through that. And then you're sitting right on top of a bull trap and a bull trap and a higher premium. They're like literally overlapping each other. So when you're up in a premium level like that, if you've got long in there, you said you got in a couple of minutes beforehand. So if you've got long right there, great. Just pay yourself. Wait for this to break out of here, because if it doesn't, then we could be revisiting here. And if we come back through that first presentation for value gap again and retag it, then we're looking for this whole thing to continue going lower. So I just want you to be careful there. Been there, you have to pull back, find the specific strategy or two to focus on and execute them. It's nothing more than mechanical. Either they develop and you trade or you don't. Yes. Yeah, it's insane how easy some of you just pass evaluations left and right like nothing. And that's because of the discipline. That's all it is, man. Nothing, there's nothing special between those guys and you passing evaluations, passing anything, and being a phenomenal trader. Nothing separates you from them other than getting control over your emotions. You will be an amazing trader once you do that. Most people are still doing freaking trend lines and Bollinger Bands and MACD. Those are the people you should feel bad for, because they're relying on some other stupid mechanical mathematical formula to trade a market. They're not looking for the level of precision that you can see now. They're not seeing that. You just get consistency now by getting yourself under control, getting those emotions. Stay on the horse, man. Stay on the horse. And trading evaluations are secondary. They'll mean, you'll be like, yeah, I've got 40 accounts just like Chris, right? Yeah, if I can figure it out, and anybody can, you just got to get yourself under control. And if you have impulse control, talk to your doctor. Adderall. No, I'm kidding. Kind of. Yeah, it's a nice short setup there. That's a nice short off there. So now, if you're inside this range here, you pull your fib tool on that short you just got in there. You're pulling your fib tool in here, right? So there's that premium box to box trade. You hit it, ran through it. It's like, okay, now we're going to go higher. Nope. Pulls back through. You go, okay, we're going on the other side of it. That's fine. Trades back into it, get short there. Now you're 50%. You're done. Inside that range, 50%. We're back inside 50% of this little order block here that we didn't get traded to last time. Notice how we get to retest these areas that don't get an initial tag on them. So now we're back to that 50%. So now I want to see, is this create a SIBI? Or sorry, it is a SIBI. Create a body above there. And this, it has to be this SIBI and that volume imbalance. Add them together. As soon as we get a body trade through 302, look for a continuation back inside here. Look for that, those two little bull traps. And you start working our way through them. Then we take our little Mr. Fibonacci here. Let me do this. And then you start going, you trade to 50%, pay yourself 62%. So this is now an extension tool. This is that new take profit model 6 I told you guys about the other day. You'll just have to invert this. So if that'll be like an entry over here, wait for this bull trap to let go. I'd have to wait for all of this. But there's a potential long right here. Come on back down. Don't run up too far yet. There's a retest of this here. We could roll over and come down lower. Oops. Come back lower. So you see how you can start arguing both sides of it? Don't rush it. Just wait for a clean setup. So you see how we came back down into that level, Derek? That's the one where we're talking about didn't get hit. And we got this first presentation fair value gap. So this now has to bust through here for that to continue going higher. So I don't know where you had your stop loss, but now that looks stronger, longer. But but it won't be long until we get above 69.03 for me. There. Yes. Okay, so we're above our bull trap number 1 on a close. We're above this one. So again, you watch. See how we've ran through that? We don't come back and retest it. We run through the next one. Look for this one. If we run through this one on a close, look for this one. If we run through that one, that's what I'm looking for support. And then I keep pushing higher. Don't chase it, Russell. Wait for your setup, man. Because if you're still on that anxiety train, you shouldn't even be pushing the button. Close up your charts, walk away. How's that? Go for a walk, come back in 5 minutes. And if you see it way up there, don't beat yourself up. Just go, that's a training for me. I've got to go, oh, well. So this is still open. We have not closed above here. This one's open for me right now. Look at the time. Wait till 10:45 before the next trade. Time is more important than price. I totally agree with you, Chris. You have to be right on time window before considering price. My stop was at consequent encroachment of the 15-minute bullish. 15-minute bullish candle. Ross, breathe, brother. Mentally is one thing. Number one thing you have to work on. So I've moved it up right now into a small loss. Need to prove higher before I give it some room to grow. Yes. See how we're looking for this retest down here right now? We did not violate the high. We just poked above it. I have no body here, so this becomes my active area here. And if I trade through that, so I'll put one in there. Right there. I'll put one right there. And I'll be one tick below this low. Because if I eat through half of this, I'm coming back into this right here. Just give me a little wick down there. Poke through and then keep back up above here. Because I violated that high. I've got to change in direction right here. So there's the active. We've tagged this guy right here. That's it. I don't want to see it come lower than that now. I'm done. That's my low. That's that little tag of that candle there. If we start closing through that, if we start to roll over and come down again, not interested. If this is really going to get some activity now, I want to see it leave. So I'm not going to risk too much here because we have not broken this high yet. So that bull trap's still in play. But this is the level I want to see hold price. And if it's not holding price, then that candle's the hold candle. And if it's not holding, then like right now, I want to see that just start to march higher. That half that wick is all I'm allowing this to go. If it comes down any further, I'll close that. And I'll wait for a different setup. So half this wick has to give me some strength here. Let me just put this guy on here so you can see it. That's where you want to see it. No more than that. See how we come back and revisited it? Tag. Now go, go, go. Now stop loss is going to go right there. I'm like one tick below the fair value gap. Now it's done its job in here. Now you got to leave or I'll take a $70 loss. And it's the logic I'm trying to trade. Now, if we get wicks do some damage, that's where it'll take me out. But those key little data points is what I'm trying to hold on to right now for logic reasons only. Now, if it even wicks through that, I'm done. So we'll see if that holds. Now you gotta see, it's gotta pop through here now. See how we've traded back below this level? So now I want to move to break even. Because this is a reversal and this is a continuation. If this continuation holds, I want to see this reversal get blown through. And then I want to see it get on top of it. See how close I was chasing those data points and the logic that I want to demand from the market? Does that make sense? And now I want to see this level provide support. Now that we've traded through it, take off, like run like crazy right now, or use this order block here. If we can get a body above there on a close and that level, I'm looking for the order block and this to provide support to go higher. So my stop loss sitting would come right one tick below that low. So right inside that BISI there, I'll be one tick below the BISI. And I'm going to move my stop loss now to zero it out, because I don't like that. This coming back to revisit stuff. I want to see this go, or sitting right on the bull trap. So this is one of those ones that can just roll over on you. So now I'm looking for very precise levels of data to accentuate this. So now we'll see how we've traded above that level. Now we're trading back into it. We've tagged it right at the consequent encroachment. Thank you. And I'll start going higher. Specific data points. Don't stress it. Demand this from the market. If you don't get it, then move to the sidelines and wait for a new setup. It's that simple. And get yourself out of the way. Demand this level of just chill, man. Zen. Get zen. If it starts ripping around on you, then it's into those choppy markets. Go find another market somewhere that's acting the way you want it to act. See how it's gently coming down and tagging these levels? That's nice. Just if it suddenly gets erratic and starts jumping around and wicking the snot out of everything, that's a buzzsaw. That's that barbed wire fence you don't want to be in. So I've moved my right up now to my small stop loss. I'll give it room around there. I'm looking for the same things that many others are as well. It's a struggle every day. No. Kivo, think about the words you're using. It's not a struggle every day. If you say in your brain it's a struggle every day, and now this just comes from all the hypnosis I've done with people, what you put into your brain and the self-talk you say every day, there's micro improvements. You look for micro improvements in your trading, micro improvements in your personality when it comes to trading. You look for micro improvements every day. I'm looking for that, because then your brain starts to look for those little micro improvements. Because if you don't, if it's a struggle and your brain believes it's a struggle every single day, and you put big bold letters up there saying every day, that's just inside your brain saying, I have to find struggle every day. Because if this starts to get easy, I am not going to want this. I'm going to start to say, I need to find struggle. Because you've rewired your brain to believe that struggle is what you expect from trading. I'm demanding those little data points hold. If they don't, then great, I'm out. Micro improvements in your confidence, in your level of trading, analyzing the markets. Like Chris was saying, you got to be in here every freaking day playing in these charts, looking at those specific levels, hunt them and say that damn candle better hold. If it doesn't, I'm out. And it's not because you're a shitty trader, it's because you're demanding that price give you what you want from the market. If it doesn't give it to you, then move to the sidelines. If that takes me out, who cares? $60, that pays for dinner for at least one of us. My wife can watch me eat. No, we'll let her eat. Mental game. It is really about what you say to yourself. If you beat yourself up, you're going to do more of that. Whatever you focus on is what you get more of. It is not a struggle. It is not a war. It is just there, gone. See how we get that quick snap back? Demand that. It changed on me. All right, I'm out. It didn't give me what I want. So we got 60 bucks out of it. Big deal. Now you wait for a different setup. I don't get mad at that candle. I don't get angry at that candle. I say, oh, what is it doing? It's coming back and reassessing a level that didn't get tagged earlier. Fair enough. Give me a nice little break above this high here, and then we'll talk again. But there's that premium box again over here. Remember? It's just re-hitting that premium box, and you were just sawing around in here. There's the retest of that little low down in here. Now what I want to see is, does it retest this low down here, which I think it's just about to hit. Now what you want to say is the perfect long would be right there at 295. And if it trades through it, your stop loss is super tight. If it trades through it, if it doesn't and starts to go higher, you caught the perfect long right there. If it trades through it, comes back to it, get your trade out, it's going to go lower. So right back into this level and this level. I'm thinking regular trading hour gap for Friday is above us, pulling price up a bit, maybe 25% of the line. 928, 929 candles. I need to close below those candles in the 1 minute. Still waiting to close above. Just waiting. 3 for now. Yes, sir. Not today. Market closes at 1 p.m. in 26. We will not struggle. Chant. We will not struggle. We will not. It's so true, man. But you think about even that statement alone. We will not struggle. Your brain does not process a negative directly. And you can look into the research on that. It does not process a negative directly. So what you're saying to yourself is, we will struggle. That's what your brain hears. So instead of saying, I will not do something I don't want, don't focus on what you don't want, focus on what you do want. Each and every day I find new micro improvements in my trading. Each and every day I find new ways to relax into my trade. Each new day I find more confidence about my trade setups. Each day I wait patiently for my perfect setup, my A+ setup. That's the kind of self-talk you want. Don't try to make your positives out of negatives. Does that make sense? So as much as you're coming from the right direction, Derek, just rephrase it again in terms of, it's not a not struggle year. It's every micro improvement. This is a year of improvement. This is a year of consolidating my knowledge. This is the year of firing on the precision point, or whatever your mantra is going to be. Phrase it in the form of an I, phrase in the present tense, not I will or I'm going to. It's I have right now. If you create that sense in your brain of not expectation, but present, live in the present space, you'll get, you ever go to listen to Tony Robbins or any of those guys, they like to get you to try and live in the present. If he's not selling you another course, they're trying to get you to live in the present. The present belief about self. You cannot back up your brain on a negative or even have a negative enter it. It's got to be a positive. I am successful at trading. Each and every day I continue to improve my trading. Each and every day I look for new improvements and I document them. When Michael wasn't kidding when he mentioned about the diary or the journal entry every day. Write down your micro improvements. Write a little topic up here saying, what are my micro improvements? Now, if you look at this, this is called analog marking. This is another auto suggestion you give your brain. It's called analog marking. What I just did there. Anybody tell me what I just did there? This is how they mess with your brain. And then write that down in the top of your thing, and then just print this page off, and then write down all your micro improvement. Number one, I did this and this and this, or type it out here at the end of the day. What micro improvement did I make today? I got to the realization that today, through the love and the help of my friends that are trading, the people that are successful. This is good right here. I like that for a long right there. I'm just trading off of this. My stop loss will go down in here. I don't want to see it get back through that close. So I want to see that hold support now. I want to see this little busies here. We've already traded through that. We've traded through this. I want to see that start pushing higher now. So you're going to say micro improvements. What did I say? Today I had a lot of love and kindness. A lot of friends out there want to see me succeed. They see it in me. They see it in my trading. They see in my texts every day when I'm texting on the channel. They see that something that I am becoming more aware of every day. I understand the markets, understanding myself now. I will understand myself as much as I understand the markets. Does that make sense? Anyway, I'm harping, I know. But I want you guys to feel that sense of success. I want you to feel that sense of certainty in yourself. Self-confidence is so important. Wife can watch me eat. See what happens around 11. Redo chant. We will struggle minimally. We will struggle minimally. Darren, look at those candles at 928, 929. 928, 929, 928. Yeah, that's the breaker right there, right? That's the retest. Because we didn't test it here, if you do see it break through the premium box and start to run back, target this. And if you lose 50% of that level on a close, see how we came right back into the 50%? If we lose that on a close or take 50% of the whole candle, then if you lose that on a close, then expect to see the next lowest SIBI to get hit, which is right here. And that one's got hit here for continuation. And if you close below that, look for the next target, which is right here. So those are the things you target for anyway. And it's kind of choppy right now. But I want to see this little reversal continue. So I want to see that candle's upside get taken. And if you're looking at inside the range, I'm already well over 50%. So technically I should have that pulled like right up to here, because I don't want to see that trade back. Because here's the reason why, because you don't want to see this. So our upside target is 394 for our next price leg. 50% will put us right here. So you can take a portion off at 50%. And my stop loss is now break even plus the cost of the trade. I'm going to let it run. Because we looked for the trade model set up. This is the range I'm trading in, not that range yet. This is the range I'm trading in. So I want to see that BISI let go. This one is supported. So it tells me I'm hunting for mean threshold. So we're still inside this upside box here. So if it comes back and takes me out again, I don't care. I want to see this little bearish candle now provide support because we're traded above it. And I want to see that it's high, it's open, and it's high, it's mean threshold of the wick, and it's open. Those are the kind of levels I'm looking for there. So stretch this out a bit because the candles are getting tiny. There's the mean threshold. If it comes back through here and here through the third one, my ass is next. And my stop loss will get hit. Boom, done and dusted. right? Now move to the sidelines and wait for a new setup, because I'm in the middle of that range there now. I was already up in the premium portion of that when I took the trade. So if you were just pulling your fib tool on the inside there, trading internal range liquidity, we catch our long right there at 50%. As soon as it gets to 62%, so let me put this back to where it was before. My settings, reverse. So 50%, 62, 70, 75, and it came back and took you out at 62, or took you out at 75. So then you just wait for this order block breaker to get taken out, and there's a little premium above you right here. Does that make any sense to you guys? 1 minute, Bench. Thanks. Good reminder. I need to close below those candles, Derek. My pleasure. Bullish. That target is the bottom of the hourly new week opening gap. Yes, that one is for sure. Would like to see price close above the higher inversion fair value gap. Let me get this out of here. Lots of wicks. Do you see how these wicks are chopping up in here? So you don't try to force a trade in this. It's getting wicky and choppy. And here's your 45 candle that Chris was talking about. Nothing's going on here. It's not really hitting any key level at 45 minutes. Here's your 48 candle, 50, 52. This is 50 here. So we're starting our macro now. Let's see if this really starts to accelerate here. Look at your hourly. Look at them, just all those stabs up there. And if you can't get up there on a close and that rolls over now and just starts to drive back lower, you look at the 15-minute chart or 5-minute chart. 5-minute, we've got a reversal inside this range. You've hit 50% of the range easily there. And now it snapped back. Now we're trading back above this level. We're trading back into it. So no, we're above it here. We're below it again there. So above, below, to wait for the upside to break. That's too choppy on a 5-minute chart now. Ah, there's one more above us right here at 237. Or sorry, 237. See that dyslexia? 328. Let it close above 328, which is also up in here, 336 on a 1 minute. It's not going to get there in a clean way, that's for sure. Oh, I was going to say I had a gold trade on here. Oh, my stop losses. Look at that. It came right and took my stop loss to the pip. Took my stop loss and then left. Crap. I would have been still in that. I literally did not put my stop loss below that low. I was like, no, I don't want to see that mean threshold get hit. And it came right to it, took my stop loss out, and then left. How delicious is that? There's precision for you. That's good. That's crazy. Crazy. So change in direction, reversal, trades back into it, goes lower, extends the range, trades back into it one more time, goes lower, extends the range, and now we've got this reversal here. We've traded above it, you trade back into it. Now you want to see this bull trap take to the upside and then accelerate through that little imbalance to keep going higher. I'm still expecting $90 or $100 for that silver. I was looking at this the other day. Look at this. This was the 2 standard deviations. That was our first objective in the German DAX. I found the chart I was looking for, and there's 4 standard deviations right there. See, and look at that, 4 standard deviations. Hit it, beautiful, and then we've retraced off of that. So that's a nice, perfect four banger. We call that a 4-banger. It's a 4-banger. Love it, love it. Finally hit all of those objectives that we had outlined back here whenever that was, earlier in the year. Nice. That was the DAX. How's our banks doing? Montreal's good. Nova Scotia's back. Laurentian, yeah. These are all back in sync now, except for Laurentian. Canadian Imperial's back inside that range, going higher. This is the change. So Gary, I don't know if you're watching or not. This is the level you want to be above, not below. So this looks like a reversal. Oops. This looks like a reversal. So if we get above 120 on a close, then you're back into going higher inside this range. Otherwise, this is a short here. We have a market structure shift. We've traded back into this. Should roll over and go lower now. So I'll be targeting right here. Disney. What's Disney? Ford Motor Company. I called Ford ages ago. Same with Stellantis. I wanted Stellantis at $7 to $8. I think I missed, what is it, last year or this year? No, last year I missed Stellantis by like 4 cents. And this one here, April, May would have been a great little run. Take out that high, right? Trade back into that candle's mean threshold. Look at that. Bing, hit it. And then from $10, you're already up at 40% return on your money in 1 year, plus whatever dividends they pay, which is 15 cents, not much. I tell you, March, April is going to be our hunt for some long-term stuff. Now I want to see Disney roll over here and get their little buns down into this range of $80, $90 range again. I want to see it sweep those lows. And Disney doesn't pay much. I think it's only like 2% or something like that for the year. And these are just some other little other trades I used to be in or look for. See how we're just going crunch, 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 and we're just sideways? Not interested in that. And that damn gold is leaving now. Oh shit. How frustrating is that, hey? Talk about that, Russell. Look at that. Could have put my stop loss below the low just to stay safe there. And it literally, look at where that little arrow is right here. It literally came down and tagged me, and then I'd be up some serious coinage right there. Well. That hourly's holding. I tell you, that multiple attempts to get up there is failing. So this feels like it's heavy to me. Like it wants to roll over. Like we're not going to get the objective we're looking for here. If we do, look for 371. a quick spike up into this at lunchtime or 1 o'clock and then drive right back down. You'd be hard pressed to get that past mean threshold of this candle here now. You've had these 4 attempts to get up there. Look at 389 on the 15-minute chart. 15-minute chart, says Hadi. Stretch it out. I bet you there's an imbalance there. And there is. There's a little suspension block right here. What a great little place to run up to for a premium box. Just a wick up above these 4-hour highs or these 1-hour highs. Run up, smash it, and quickly snap away. It's also another little box inside. I'm actually going to incorporate all of this because this is the go, no go zone. That's my go, no go zone. If we trade through that on the close, look for this up here. How's that? I gotta run. Love you guys. See you tomorrow. See you later, Derek. All the best to you and your wife, your family. Take care, buddy. Tomorrow it is. Thanks, Darren. Have a good day, everyone. You're welcome, Reza. Take care. Thank you, Darren. Done for the day. See you all tomorrow. Have a great day. See you later, Hadi. This is Chopville. Don't get yourself messed up in this. Wait for a clean breakout here. Take note up here, Russell, in your notes. When do the big dogs leave? When they see this kind of stuff, they're not going to participate in this. They've taken their lion's share of their profits for the day, move to the sidelines, and wait. They'll see you tomorrow. This is the good time, and if it didn't continue, then they move out, right? Chris in that, he's done his trading for the day. He's got his 945, did his quick run. He's done, and move on. You can obsess over the charts if you want, but if you feel that urge to keep hitting that button, that trigger, and you got live money on it, you're going to lose it, man. Just be careful. Watch this last little piece up here. So far, this change in direction, it's not a reversal. It's just a change in direction inside here. You trade up inside it, and then we went longer. Take out the highs, pay yourself a rejection block, high or rejection block, targeting this area right here. That will be it. Done. Now wait for a body to close above this, and we get back above that level here one more time. And you're getting at 11 o'clock now, so you could see this and then a reversal on this. 11 o'clock could send it higher. Right now we're bullish. See how he just ran right up into that premium box? And I want to emphasize this again. Watch the consequent encroachment of this box. There to there. See that? Hit it. And look at that reaction off of that. Didn't fill it. Just hit the consequent encroachment and snapped off of it. Come back into this bull trap. We didn't get a body above this one, but we got a body above that one. Come back into it. Now you want to see it drive straight through here again. And it's got to close above that now. If it doesn't, if it rolls over here I'm going to take out the mean threshold of that candle and look at the mean threshold. Let me take the 50% of this one for you so you get an idea what that's like. Right there. Equilibrium. Look where it hit. Right on the Beezer. Snap back up. Now, if it drives through here, look for a retest of this. Why? Because we didn't hit it before. This one has been hit, so I'm expecting to see that one right there get hit and now start to go higher. All the way down into here. And then watch how the wick acts inside here. This is the little box I'm looking at right now. Send it higher. See how we traded through the mean threshold of that candle? And then I told you we'd access this one, and we did, and then send it higher. And there you go. Take out the high, you pay yourself, get through here. That's exactly what we just described. But that's a matter of studying it, watching it. I know I'm not in it. I didn't take that trade. This is just too choppy for me, but doesn't mean to say you still can't call specific levels you want to see. So rejection block again, pay yourself. You should be at break even plus the cost of the trade. Pay yourself a bit. You should be in a stress-free trade now if you did take that or if you saw that. How many people have I got in here? 17, hey? Now I want to see it come back and tag this. We did not close above the high yet, so I want to see this. If this stays here like this, I want to see that create a fair value gap here. So it's just a small little candle. Or come back, tag this level, and let's get the hell out of Dodge. If it closes above here, different story. We have a wick above the high now. So that it just went straight into a range extension. Now I want to see it come back for continuation. So what trade here now? Let me get all of these out of the way now. You know what it is I was looking for here. That one and that one are important. So this was our final upside objective here at 394. That's just going for a quick run. Now, if you feel the anxiety and say, oh, why didn't I take the trade he just called out there? Why? It's hindsight. It's always 20/20. Just wait. Wait for something clean. There's the quick run into the no-go zone. That's what we're talking about. Do we have a quick wick up above here and pull back down into the range again? It's 62% of that range. Or sorry, 62% of the leg has now been hit. So if you're paying yourself on a long, so you look for your first opportunity to catch your long, 50%, 62%. Now your stop loss will be sitting right at 50. And you would have paid yourself right there in this next price leg if you're using take profit model 6. Again, that's another thing we just introduced last week. Are you taking your candles right now and marking out? This is inside the first 3 a.m. candle. Keep going. Take profit Model 3. If you're in that long, your Model 3 is right there if it closes. 18 seconds. If it hits the second one, get out. Six, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right on the close. See that? Right on the very bottom of that. So that could continue going higher from here. Or you can just literally, that's where you get a wick through it and you're suddenly that volume imbalance right there is supported and you keep pushing higher. I feel like I just hit puberty all of a sudden. My voice just cracked. Go deeper. I don't know where that's coming from. I just hit puberty, I guess. So what you want to see here now, what you want to see here now is this bearish candle now. Hold price, just tap it and keep going higher. Like that. You see that right there? Go higher. So if you're sitting at 50%, because you hit 62 and now you're down to 50, as soon as you hit 70, now you're at 65 or 62. Pay yourself there, there, and there. And now you just leave. Your stop loss is sitting here, so you're well into profit now. And you wait for the 75 to get hit. Then you'd move your stop loss from the 50 or 62% to 70%. There's that retest there. Derek, I hope Derek managed to nail himself a nice little trade there. We got above this premium inside this range here. You came back, you tagged the bull trap. You went higher. You got back above here on a close. You came back, you found support at it and continued to push higher. Take out this high. And now you want to see this high or this busy support price continue pushing higher now. You want to see that stop, a small little candle, come back, give you an institutional order flow entry drill. An A setup would be just a little institutional order flow entry drill, tag this high and keep pushing higher. So there's 75. You'll move to 70 now and just watch. See how you're starting to tighten it up, catching this for a potential reversal. Watch this right here. We're already through the no-go zone, so now I'm targeting this little level right here. And the rest of our 394. There's 76. Now you'd be pulling it to 75. You see how that model 6, you're paying yourself on the way up at specific levels in the leg. So you're sitting at 75 right now. If you use that method, you've already scaled out some profits. So you don't want to see this come back and get refilled completely, because then you look for a target in there and it'll take your 75 and close you out. Nice little retest of that higher time frame. Or is it higher time frame, or what is that one? Is that a 1 minute? That's this guy right here. Actually, you should include all the way down into here, but either way, it's now coming back and retesting that. Go higher. Don't come back to the 75. If it tags 75, that'd be your trade long out of there. And you've paid yourself all the way up to 79. If you hit 80%, you've taken half your trade off. So that'd be half, 40% left, 30% left, 20% left, 10% left, and leave the rest to run. So you got 10% left to run now, and you got 70. Your stop loss is sitting at 75. Mean threshold of this candle on the hourly. See how 75 hasn't been hit yet? As soon as the 88 gets hit, move your stop loss to 79. And that's that order block you want to see hold price. So you got 1, 2, and then mean threshold will get hit. In other words, you'd be out of your trade. My objective 379, that's hit. Good for you. There's 388, so now you'd move to 79%. You only got 10% left on now, so you'd let that ride. You're just moving it up behind. Unless you want to close out your trade at 88%, and that's your full trade done now. And now you wait for a market structure shift. Or sorry, the rest of that leg to finish off and see what happens at the breaker. And you're still sitting at 78, so you're still good here. See how it come back to the top of the order block? That's good. Snap off of that, start going higher. I don't even want to see it come back down into here again. Just go. If you like what we've been doing today, and you like this level of detail, by all means hit the like button, subscribe, come out. We're here every day, here to help you get better at analyzing the charts. If it helps you improve the quality of your setups, then that's our objective. So far so good. You're still in this trade if you're 78. Oops. There's your 15-minute one right there. I'll pull that to there. That 88 just keeps getting hit. I just want to see if this pans out for the rest of this trade, and this 80% or 78%. If you're still sitting, this take profit model 6. I want to see if this continues to bear fruit for us, and then if that hits our upside objective, that'll be it. Then you're looking for this premium box up here at 390. Well, 394 was the end of the price leg, is also right in the rejection, or sorry, it's in the rejection block, but it's also in the consequent encroachment of this premium BISI. Okay, so they happen to overlap with confluences for so many: rejection block, premium box, price leg completed, and take profit model 6 is still working. You got 10% on, the majority of your trade is off. You've scalped all the internal range and the next leg liquidity. You've taken that all off. You got 10% left on. It's in profit to run for the last little 14, 15 handles here. No, I like the fact that it's just hanging here and it's just kind of building up some steam, getting ready to do another push higher. You don't want to see 78%, 79% break on the downside. As soon as this thing's over, I'm going. That'll be it for me this morning. I made my piece this morning. I'm done. Move to the sidelines, and we'll wait for tomorrow. It's only Monday. Plenty of days in the week. Lots and lots of trades ahead of you guys. Lots of trades ahead of you. We're on a 1-minute chart, so there's setups happening every hour. See how we're chopping around in here right now, just back and forth at this level? Like, that's right at this premium as you can get. And you're back into this breaker over here. You've hit that. So if that rejects off of there, we don't even get this premium level here. We don't even get the mean threshold of this candle. But this breaker here as well, breaker, breaker overlap. Now if we just come down and tag this SIBI. We've broken above it, come back anywhere inside here, all the way down to 361. If it tags 78%, you're out of the trade on that long one that we took already using the take profit model 6. You're out. Done. And you made all that profit if you took the trade as soon as it gave you a reversal or trade back into that level we talked about, either that one there, you have this one over here, back off this order block. You know, if you traded off of them, then you've scaled out on the way up, and now you're out of the trade, and you see how it's making this big reversal now. This little bull flag getting busted. Retail was looking at that and saying, bull flag. Nope, you've actually broken this on the downside now. So I'm expecting more downside. And there you go, my friends. There's take profit model 6. Done and dusted. See how it saved your ass there? It's a great new Monday next to trade model, take profit model. This no-go zone now, I want to see that used as support. So it's a no-go. So now you want to see this used as support to go higher. If it doesn't, if we bust through here again, now you've got going long, going short. Tag that and then go short again, and you're starting to target this one here. And then this one here, and then continuation. So I'd want to see that right there get taken on the downside. That's what I want to see on the downside. If we close below the no-go zone and then come back into it, I want to see us target this down here. First one here, second one here. Maybe a short. You're right, Russell. It was a short. Get below the 1 minute bear trap right there. Now you wanted to see it come back and tag the bear trap and go lower. Now you got this little swing. See how there's no, oh, there is a little swing there. This one is actually lower than that. Don't feel like you got to chase this. There was no setup in there. Always remember this. If this bear trap holds price, it tends to want to come back to the levels that it didn't give you access to, and it starts to run higher again. So if you're targeting down here and the bear trap held you, look for a retest back up here. Look for 50% or more. So you want a premium, you can sell at a discount. If it runs through this level, look for this level to provide support to keep pushing lower. Because if this is aggressively running lower here now, then you should see this candle hold. And then you have to ask yourself, where am I inside this whole range? You're already over 50%. So then you've got to ask yourself, am I committing to a trade that's feasible for me? There's 50% right there. So unless you come back and tag that up at a premium level, you can keep getting lower. You're paying for a discount, hoping that you'll get more of a discount. See how we just pop below the 50? Run back up and get that. Now that candle is obviously your no-go candle. If you get above that, then you've got this reversal happening and below that low. Then you've got to run that back in that range, and you got all that pockets of liquidity above you. So if you can argue both sides of it, is it a strong trade? And that has not come back to 347 yet. And if it takes off on you, don't get upset with it. Just again, it didn't give you what you wanted. Just wait. You may get this in the lunch hour, because now we're starting to get near lunch hour. Starts to get choppy. We can get this back and forth moment where you can come back up in here into 1 o'clock, grab that, and then finally go lower. I think that's going to be it for me, you guys. I'll take my money and leave. I'm not giving anything back this morning. It's only Monday. We got plenty more days left in the week to trade. I'm out of here. I wish you guys all the best today. Be careful. Don't rush any of these trades. Wrestle. Make some notes today, man. Make a diary entry, a journal entry. Talk about micro improvements. Get inside your own head. Biohack your own fears. You got to break them. They're just fears, man. That's all it is. Hack them. Because that's the last professional level of trading you need to break through. Once you've got that, you've hit the professional level of trading, and the world's your oyster, man. You're now hitting the hardest part of trading. Let me rephrase. You're hitting the highest level of the amateur trader, and now you're about to enter into professional trader level. That's a better way to rephrase that. Not the hardest level. You're hitting the level that will distinguish you between a professional trader and a hit and miss kind of trader. Get excited about it, man. You're at the final level. Your final level of trading. Once you understand how the markets work, you get through that final level, get a passing grade, it comes in as money. Anyway, buddy, I wish you all the best. Don't think I was beating up on you. Please don't think that. I care. I want you to succeed, and just get out of your way, man. You're a smart guy. Get out of your way. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in. Thumbs up, like, subscribe, the whole 9 yards if you're new. And I'll see you guys again tomorrow morning. See you later.